All right, welcome back to another video. How you guys doing? Hope you are pumping. And today we're going to do something very, very spectacular. It's not going to be as usual as it ought to be. And it's nothing else than touching the only strategy that deliver me from stop loss hit into now break even to profitability before switching into a swing trading approach. And if I'm asked today to return back to a day trading, I'll still fall back to this same strategy. And it keeps working steadily. It's nothing but, if you go back to my old video, you'll notice that I've preached about this strategy for long. I've received comments. Please, if this strategy is still effective, can you make video about it and all that? Now, this video is all about that particular strategy that can make you money day in, day out. If you observe well, you know that my style of trading is swing. And it happened that we have intraday traders here, and they want to know the best approach to actually trade this market profitably. So today I'm going to deliver it to you. If you are not yet subscribed, please support the channel by hitting that subscribe button, and as well, smash that thumbs button in order to be notified whenever a content like this drop from this particular channel. So without much ado, let's dive into the video. Let's start from the anatomy of candles. That is how candles are formed in the market, be it 24-hour time frame, the 8-hourly, the 4-hourly time frame, irrespective of the time frame. This is how candles are actually formed. First of all, you can see a bearish candle here and you can see a bullish candle here. It's easy. If today is going to be a bullish day and you are a day trader, I'm sure you want to capitalize on today's movement alone and get out of the market. So your number one objective is to know whether it's going to be a bullish day or a bearish day. And I'm giving you this framework, a complete strategy that you need only to trade as a day trader. So stick to the end. Now, how does a bullish candle form and how does a bearish candle form? Take, for example, if it's going to be a bearish candle today, if you observe carefully, the candle open up in this format. First of all, it will expand to the upside and flip to the opposite and expand to the downside, then come back, creating the wick down and close in this format. 95% of candle formations are done in this way. On rare occasion, does candle form without a wick? Yes, they do exist. So also, if bullish candle, if it's going to be a bullish day today, one thing you will notice, the candle open exactly at this point, expand to the downside to create a wick, the wick of the day, then flip to the opposite and expand to create the movement of the day, then the candle return back to close in this format. Now, this is how candles form. So also, if the next candle is going to form, it's going to open from here, create a wick down, then flip to create a bullish candle up. And likewise, the same thing is applicable here. If it's going to be a bearish day today, after today, the candle the candle opens up exactly at this particular level, create a wick up, then flip to create the what? The next, that is that particular day candle, the next bearish candle that will be standing there for that particular day. How then do we capitalize on this particular market? That's where comes this particular strategy. And what is the strategy? It's simple. Engulfing candle. Now, wait a minute. This engulfing candle is not the usual engulfing candle you used to know. It has characteristics which I defined from the past. What are the characteristics of this engulfing candle? Let's head down to it. This is bearish engulfing candle and this is bullish engulfing candle. This is not the usual engulfing candle you are used to. All right? It's not just opening anywhere and closing anyhow. Now, check the specification about this engulfing candle. If we are looking for a bearish engulfing candle, then the candle must sweep the previous day low of the previous day high of the bullish candle next to it and go to take what? Go to close below the what? The low of the bullish candle. That is when we now say, okay, we have a bearish engulfing candle. Likewise, if we were looking for a bullish engulfing candle, we want that candle to actually sweep the previous day low of what? The next bearish candle standing close to it, the previous candle, then go to close above what? The previous candle. Then we can call it an engulfing candle. Now, hold on. If the candle does not close above the opening price of the previous candle, it is not considered valid. So the validity of this particular candle is when it closes above the opening price of what? The previous candle. We're going to see example not very soon. What is our aim in this particular play, in this particular, with this particular approach? Our aim is simple. We're not looking forward to trade the whole movement in the market. We are just looking forward to capitalize on the movement within 24 hours. Take, for example, if this is 24-hourly time frame, is the next candle that is about to form that we are looking forward to capitalize on. And we want this candle to open up exactly at this particular level, create a wick low, then flip to create the next bullish candle for that particular day. All right? Come on. Let me change the color. Sorry, let me change the color. The color of this should be blue. Likewise, if we are looking to trade this particular day, probably we'll have bearish engulfing candle. Our aim is to capitalize on the next candle that will be formed. And what is it that we want? You just want the opening price of that particular candle. Let the candle create a wick above, then flip below to create the next what? The movement of the day. Now, as a day trader, your number one aim is to determine the next daily candle that will be formed, because all your trading within a day must close. So your number one objective is to look for a way to get into the market within 24-hour time frame and get out. Simple. So this approach is the best to me that you can use to capitalize on the market movement for that particular day. So it's simple. What's the characteristic of the engulfing candle? Sweep the previous day low and close above the opening price of the previous day candle. Same way, whether bearish or what, bullish engulfing candle. And I'm going to show you countless number of examples as we head over to the chart. All right, you might, if you have been here for a while, you know I got a favorite pair, that is VIX 25 index, and I'm going to use it to strictly show you countless examples on occasions where these candles are actually formed and how they actually played out within this particular price action you are seeing here. Now, let me start from the beginning. Take, for example, look at this particular candle standing here, for example. What is the characteristic of this candle? It sweep the daily high, the previous day low, it sweep the previous day low and went to close above the opening price of the previous day. Let me zoom it. Now, on this day, if you're in the market, your number one aim is to look for how to get into this particular day movement and get out before the close of the day. How do you do that? It's simple. Wait for the wick of this particular candle to be created. Then you can jump onto the market, take advantage of the amount you want to take out and get out. Now, you can see when we have this candle, boom, the market shoot up. Where else again? You can see the same thing happen here. Nope, this is not the engulfing candle we are looking out for. You can see we have another one here exactly at this point. Look at the market close above, sweep the low and close above that particular candle. What happened to the next candle? You can see the next candle only trade back inside and flip and turn bullish to the opposite side. All right. Where else again? You can see this another candle here. Come on. All right, this does not sweep the previous day low, so this candle is not considered as what? Bullish engulfing candle according to this particular what? Strategy. And we can continue. One thing I notice, whenever we see this particular candle form, the market move aggressively from that zone upward. Now look at, whether be it bearish or bullish, look at this candle here. The market sweep the previous day low, the previous day high, and close above the previous day low. What happened to this particular movement here? The market dropped down aggressively. Now we have another one here. The market sweep the previous day low and close the previous day high, then close below the previous day candle. What happened? The market dropped down aggressively. And anytime I'm giving you an assignment, go to your daily chart. Whenever you see this candle, what normally happens after they appear, be it any pair, crypto, commodity, forex, whichever pair, just open a 24-hour candle or a daily candle. Look for this particular candlestick formation and observe. Whenever this candlestick formation, the next candle that will appear will definitely go in the direction of that particular candle. You can see it here. What are we having here? Simple. Previous day high was taken and the candle closed below. What happened? The market aggressively moved down from that particular direction. And you can see, irrespective of the trend of the market, your number as a day trader, I'm sure you don't want to take the whole of this move. Your job is to just get involved on just a single candle on this daily time frame and you are out. So this can be the only bias you have for the whole of your chart. In fact, it used to be the only candle I look for back then. Just this candle, just give me the candle. I know how to trade the day. Look at what happened here. The market sweep the high of this particular candle, went to close below. What now happened? The next candle movement is what? Bearish. And it continues like that. Whether bullish or bearish, the market always respects that particular movement. Now, in all of this, do you see any of that candle? You will not see. Not until we get to this particular point we have the previous day low was swept, and the market closed above this the previous day high. What happened? The next candle trade back in, and the movement kickstart. The same thing happened here. Look at the market sweep the previous day low, close above, and we have an engulfing candle here. So whenever this candle appears, it's as if it's a double confirmation. I'm going to show you one of the massive example or trade we took not quite long because of this particular strategy here. Now, even at this particular point that the trend was still up, what happened here? We had a bearish engulfing candle here, and the market closed below. What happened to the next candle? It's just a trade back. Look at the next day movement, a wick into the what? The down part, and it moves aggressively. Your number one aim is not to capitalize on all time frame on the whole trend movement, rather than to take advantage of that particular day movement. That is your job as a day trader. And you can see whenever this particular candle appears, we always see, do we have any here? No, not until we get to this particular level. You can see just a sweep of the low, and they close above. You can see the candle close above this. Look at the aggressive. The next day only create a wick into and aggressively move upward. So back to your chart. Be it the daily, I prefer to use it on the daily and the weekly. So if I have this particular candlestick formation appear on the weekly, I already know what will happen the next week. So you can determine your daily buyer, the next 4 hourly movement, the next daily movement, the next weekly movement, the next monthly movement by this simple approach. I'm giving you a simple trick. Go back to your chart. Look for this candle and what happened the following day on the daily time frame. So if you want the entries of this particular strategy, please hit me in the comment section and I'll do justice to that. So until next time, keep practicing. Don't give up. And until next time, peace out.